KNA is dedicated to being the industry leader in the power quality and precision cooling markets. We offer superior service in data center design and construction for commercial and government customers. Incorporated in 1993, KNA was established with the mindset that providing the very best customer service would be the primary goal. Our industry is relationship driven, and not only do you have to understand that, but also how to build those relationships. KNA understands this very well and works hard to nurture existing relationships as well as seeking and building new relationships. Strong relationships are built on honesty, integrity, and people know when that's genuine. While we are classified as a construction company, we are really a specialty contractor focused on the data center environment. KNA is well versed in the turnkey electrical, mechanical, and general construction aspects of data centers. KNA's expertise in power quality and precision cooling, coupled with years of valuable field experience, will provide you with a greater level of success and overall satisfaction with your data center project. The KNA team is comprised of industry experts, estimators, engineers, project managers, and skilled installation technicians. The team members combine to provide an innovative approach structured to meet the customer's needs and exceed their expectations. As your partner, we are here to support your data center project from conception to completion. KNA serves the continental United States, Hawaii, and Alaska, as well as international projects for the U.S. government. We self-perform most of the work using KNA employees. There may be some services on a project that are subcontracted, or sometimes we may subcontract the entire project, but the large percentage of all work is self-performed. The KNA process consists of three key components: conceptual design, engineering, and construction. Customer confidence is critical to a successful project. KNA believes in a comprehensive approach, taking time to listen to the customer and then provide expert advice. Some customers know what they want and how to get there. Others may think they know what they want, but it may not be what they really need, while others have no idea how to solve their data center problems. An initial meeting is scheduled with the customer, allowing both parties to have an open dialogue about the proposed project and to get a feel for what the customer's needs and project goals are. KNA then conducts a site assessment, in which one of our estimators will review the data center to determine the environmental conditions. Things like physical condition of the space, existing power and cooling capacities, existing lighting, ventilation, and fire safety are all examples of data to be collected. The information gathered during the site visit will be submitted to our Data Center Solutions team for review. Many times when a facilities change is being considered, you may also need to review how this could affect other aspects of the environment. An example may be that you are adding equipment that requires more power than is currently available. While you certainly need to evaluate the power distribution, you should also review cooling capacity. Because of our unique combination of skill sets, we can provide a comprehensive evaluation and make recommendations for what the customer requested, as well as bring other aspects of the overall solution to the attention of the customer, which often leads to expanded opportunity potential. The customer will be presented with options to maximize their assets and resources, taking into account site equipment requirements that may be necessary to achieve current and future project goals. All of these value-added services are at no cost to you as our partner, allowing you the flexibility to explore more opportunities and providing peace of mind that you and your customer are receiving the best overall value. KNA believes that information presented in an easy-to-understand format helps drive customer understanding and project satisfaction. That is why we strive to be thorough and inclusive when a final solution is presented. One of the items presented to the customer is a space planning and layout design. KNA will take into account the physical attributes of the data center space, best routes for electrical and mechanical piping and connections within the data center space, and account for state and local code and manufacturer's requirements for equipment installation. By doing this, it helps ensure that the customer is making the very best use of valuable space and is in compliance with local jurisdictions and manufacturer's requirements. KNA will provide the customer with conceptual drawings showing the proposed physical layout devised during the space planning phase. The customer will have a 10,000-foot view into how the project will ultimately look within their data center space, which often helps drive a sense of physical awareness into how the data center will take shape. Once the design is solidified with the customer, KNA will create a detailed statement of work outlining the primary installation tasks required to achieve a complete project. This will include any equipment, materials, and labor that KNA will furnish as part of the package. Additionally, specific assumptions and/or exclusions that have been taken into account in order to formulate the installation package will be clearly indicated so all parties are aware of responsibilities. The scope of work will include a total price, along with terms and conditions that are relative to the project. A major driving factor in data center design today is efficiency. The standard metric for measuring efficiency in the data center environment is Power Usage Effectiveness, or PUE. PUE compares a facility's total power usage to the amount of power used by the IT equipment. This reveals how much is lost in distribution, cooling, and conversions. An ideal PUE is 1, but that is not realistic. An average PUE is around 2. We use PUE as a variable during the design process, and in addition, we can perform an audit of the data center to determine what the current PUE is. KNA offers engineering services to support all projects when necessary. Sometimes only design intent drawings are required to obtain a construction permit, while other times a complete set of construction drawings are required. When required, for a nominal fee, a licensed professional engineer will furnish for construction use stamp drawings to outline the construction requirements for the data center project. Drawings can range from incorporating updated information onto existing drawings to a complete set of new drawings. Engineering services will include confirmation of existing site conditions in the event that there have been alterations or modifications to the data center space or associated elements since the initial site evaluation was made and can be documented appropriately. The typical data center installation project is usually comprised of various disciplines. Our goal is to provide a comprehensive, long-term solution for the data center, which integrates the requirements of IT as well as the facilities group. KNA provides a wide array of construction services, including, but not limited to, project management, room construction, UPS and generator installation, precision cooling, fire suppression systems, and data cabling. We will also submit permit applications and coordinate inspections. Other services as required to complete the project may be available upon request. KNA's project management service offers peace of mind for customers looking for professional execution of their data center installation. KNA's project management service provides a single point of contact for the customer. This allows the customer freedom to perform their daily tasks without the worry of managing the complexities of the data center implementation. KNA's project manager will facilitate communication between the project stakeholders and develop a project plan that will take into account scheduling of equipment deliveries, installation personnel, facilities activities, and service technicians. KNA's project manager will utilize industry best practices to ensure the customer's data center installation is on time and on budget. One of the most overlooked factors in designing the data center environment is the hazard of fire. Stricter fire codes across the country are now requiring the use of things such as suppression systems, detection, alarms, emergency power-off devices, and portable extinguishers. Suppression system options range from wet and dry sprinkler systems, pre-action systems, clean agent systems, and wet and dry chemical agents. We will consider all relevant factors to determine the best options and designs to protect the physical well-being of the data center and its critical assets. Whether renovating an existing data center or building out a data center from the ground floor, it is essential to properly design the physical space where the mission-critical equipment is located. Factors such as wall and ceiling construction, along with flooring type, should be considered. Physical security and monitoring of the data center should be a high priority. In most applications, equipment cabinets are utilized to house the customer's compute, storage, and networking equipment. KNA can uncrate the cabinets, move to the designated location, and install the cabinets. We can also mount the customer's equipment in the cabinets and perform all the inter-cabinet cabling. With greater amounts of data being stored, immediate access with speed and reliability is at an all-time high. Professional design and installation of network and data cabling ensures efficient connectivity and distribution. A successful network depends on proper planning and strategies for deployment of cabling ranging from copper to fiber. Here are some examples of room construction projects that KNA has completed. Whether the customer requires smaller UPS units or industrial-sized units with megawatt capacity, KNA is well versed in the latest UPS technology. We understand what the strengths are of various manufacturers and use that information to determine which UPS best fits an application. A UPS has the ability to regulate incoming dirty power, which means utility power may have sudden fluctuations. Another benefit is battery backup to maintain a continuous supply of power to connected devices. The amount of battery runtime can be from minutes to hours and typically is determined by the customer's requirements. Utilizing a UPS provides greater protection from data loss and hardware damage. Many times equipment other than the UPS needs to remain operational when utility power fails. Whether the requirement is for emergency or standby power, KNA provides and installs commercial or industrial-grade generator sets. Typically, an automatic transfer switch is used with the generator to provide seamless transition to utility power or generator power. KNA is able to provide generators from various manufacturers as well as in multiple fuel types, which provides flexibility when properly designing a backup power system. Here are some examples of power quality projects that KNA has completed. Regulation of environmental conditions within a mission-critical environment is necessary for the optimal performance of sensitive electronic equipment. As the density of the data center increases, so does power consumption, which leads to greater heat generation. Conventional cooling applications do not address key dangers to the data center, such as temperature control at the rack level, humidity regulation, redundancy, or efficiency. Precision cooling units distribute cool air where the greatest heat loads are, at the rack or row level, leading to increased efficiency and creating stable environmental conditions. Precision cooling units are designed primarily for facilities that require year-round constant cooling and higher cooling capacity per square foot. KNA understands the importance of precision cooling and utilizes best practices in design and installation for the data center environment. When it comes to cooling a data center, there are three prevalent approaches: direct expansion cooling, chilled water cooling, and evaporative cooling. In order to select the best overall heat rejection method, site conditions and sometimes customer preferences must be considered when designing an efficient, cost-effective solution. Direct expansion cooling is a popular choice in precision cooling because it does not require any existing cooling infrastructure to be present to be installed, for example, a chilled water loop. Direct expansion cooling requires use of outdoor condensing units, typically installed on the facility rooftop or nearby open space on or above the same level as the data center. Direct expansion cooling is popular in part because it can operate in all environments and typically has lower installation costs. Both perimeter and in-row units are available in direct expansion models. Direct expansion cooling is seen as a good option for those IT and facilities professionals that are uneasy with the concept of chilled water in the data center. The use of chilled water is more prevalent in large data centers because of the higher density capacity, and they are more efficient in this application. While space constraints are the same as direct expansion cooling units in terms of floor space, the capacity of chilled water units is directly proportional to the availability of chilled water in the facility. If chilled water is not available, then a chiller will be required, and in some cases, it may make more sense to add a chiller because of the quality or availability of the existing chiller. Another advantage of using a chilled water approach is that you can operate multiple units from a single heat rejection source. Like direct expansion units, chilled water units are available in perimeter and in-row type. A third, relatively new cooling method to be utilized in the data center is evaporative cooling. This is most effective in climates with cooler temperatures and low relative humidity. Evaporative cooling is efficient and has the lowest PUE, and does not require any floor space within the data center. An evaporative cooler produces efficient cooling by combining a natural process, water evaporation, with a simple, reliable air handling system. Fresh outside air is pulled through evaporative cooling media, where it is cooled by evaporation and circulated through a building by a large blower. As this happens, the temperature of the outside air can be lowered as much as 30 degrees. Evaporative cooling is also the most environmentally friendly solution. Many solutions rely on outside air to provide sufficient cooling. In some applications, refrigerant-based cooling is used to supplement the evaporative cooling process when the outside air temperatures rise above a certain level. In that scenario, the refrigerant-based supplement only operates on demand. Evaporative cooling's relatively simple design means lower maintenance and repair costs in the future. Why is precision cooling so important? Heat density. Heat densities are typically 3 to 5 times higher in computer room environments than in office environments. With typical densities so high in the average data center, it has never been more important to effectively and efficiently regulate environmental conditions within a mission-critical environment. Here are some examples of precision cooling projects that KNA has completed. KNA custom designs and fabricates ISO containerized solutions to meet our customers' needs. Modular container solutions are self-contained, fully portable compact data centers featuring UPS protection with a highly efficient cooling system. Other applications for containerized solutions could be portable generators and chillers. Each container is customized to suit specific needs and budgets. Containers are also a cost-effective, energy-efficient solution for expanding existing data centers and are faster to deploy than standard solutions. With pressing issues of energy sustainability, reducing foreign dependency on fossil fuels, and global warming concerns, there is a growing demand for cleaner, renewable alternative energy sources. The most commonly discussed options are solar power, wind power, and fuel cells. Solar power has been used for decades for power generation and heat. Over that period of time, the technology used to collect this power source has become more advanced. Recognized for being non-polluting, quiet, and low maintenance, solar power has achieved worldwide growth as an alternative energy source. Wind harnessing devices are no longer primarily used in the open plains. It's not uncommon to see office parks, apartment complexes, and even suburban homes outfitted with a wind turbine these days. Manufacturers of this technology are building various scaled models, with the average land turbine producing 1.5 to 2 megawatts of electricity, which is set to keep pace with the ever-growing size and demand of the modern data center. The fuel cell is the newest of these technologies, most typically using combinations of natural gas, hydrogen, water, or oxygen to produce a steady, reliable power source. It is changing the way data centers are designed. Recently, very high-profile technology companies have built large data centers incorporating fuel cells as their primary power source, leaving the power grid as the backup source. Not only is this configuration reducing demand on the power grid, but it can also be an alternative to uninterruptible power supplies and fossil fuel-driven generators. Green technology is more than alternative energy sources. Going green is just as much about the materials and technology used as what powers it. Implementing practical and measurable green building design, construction, operations, and maintenance solutions will lead to reduced energy consumption and less waste in landfills. In addition, lower operating costs coupled with tax incentives and rebates allow for higher profit and cost savings. KNA provides a 2-year warranty on workmanship from the date of installation of equipment, components, parts, and raw materials provided by KNA. The equipment, components, parts, and raw materials will follow the manufacturer's warranty. Should any defect develop during its respective warranty period, KNA will repair or replace the defect. Regardless of the size or complexity of your data center project, KNA can provide turnkey construction services that meet your needs, from conceptual design, engineering, project management, to room construction, data cabling, power quality, and precision cooling. Additional services offered include container solutions and green technology. KNA offers a diverse portfolio of services that will help ensure your next mission-critical project is on time and on budget. KNA specializes in the design and implementation of data centers and container solutions as well as green energy. KNA has been in business over 20 years with a proven track record of providing quality service and total customer satisfaction.